Hi, crafty friends. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. It is Monday night and the crafting will be fine. Oh my gosh. I think they're getting worse. Okay, ignore that part. All right, so if you're watching right this second, if you're watching this on the replay on Facebook or YouTube, don't worry. I start in 10 more seconds. I only give it 30 seconds and then we just jump right in and we craft our project and we have a great old time. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Hi crafty friends, it's Audra Monk the Crafty Yogi and welcome to the Crafty Corner and a little Monday night crafting, and most importantly it is Handmade Holidays Week Day 6. So this is your 6th tutorial in a row, and just so you know, because it's super fun, you are going to get one tomorrow, Day 7, and then you're even going to get a bonus because I'm doing a week plus 1 day. Okay, so what are we making today? We are, I am so excited actually. So if you are here, of course, say hello and let me know that you're watching. If you're watching on this replay, totally cool, because I'm going to give you some really good ideas. All right, so the date, it is December 12th, 2022. So this project though, you could make this at any time. So if you find this a year from now, go ahead and fast forward, and it's a really fun project to make. Okay, so I'm going to press some buttons and we're going to get the desk in view. And I'll hang out down here in the corner with you. Okay, so what I'm celebrating today, before I show you the project, is I'm celebrating my team. All right, my team has been steadily growing, and I'm very excited about this. So I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And yes, it's like a home-based business, and we do get people who join our team, and we're all joining so we can get a discount on great Stampin' Up products. And if we love them, then we're doing crazy things like this, right? We're doing videos and we're sharing them. We're sending emails and telling people about them. We're inviting people, maybe we're doing classes, whether in our house or in a place or online. It's all whatever we want to make it. So anyhow, I do have a nice little team. And so I don't normally give such a big gift, but I decided to spoil them a little bit this year. This is what I sent my team, although I don't have an example of the card. Although I'm going to post a video about it next week. So I sent my team, or if they came in person, they came on Friday. Some people came in person, some people picked their packets up from my porch, and some people I sent them out to. And what I gifted my team with this year, my team is called Crafty Corner Designs, is this. So it's not made of paper, which is kind of exciting, even though I do have one made of paper. And if you want to make an adhesive holder made of paper, go look for a video. I made a video before, somewhere in the last year, so you could Google that. But a friend of mine, she's also a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, her brother has a little business with 3D printing. And so I sent my whole team these, and it's really cool because you can put your tape runner at the back, or you could do more dimensionals. Your dimensionals here, your glue dots go here, your glue here, and then you have 2 slots. So you could do a seal and a seal plus, or sometimes I have 2 seals, sometimes I have my adhesive eraser in there. So it's lots of fun, and this will last forever, and it won't get squashed, you know, on your desk. Although the paper one, I don't know where I put mine. I just tucked it away. My paper one has lasted a really long time because, you know, I'm not bringing it around anywhere. So I sent them these, and then I sent them a packet. Now, if they were in person, we put this packet together. So this video is twofold. It's to teach everybody how to make this project, and it's for my team, so they can also see how they're like, I got this cool packet of stuff. What do I do with it, Audra? So now they'll know what to do with it. Oh, hey, Roxana. How are you? So, Roxana, you need this video, so you'll know how to make this. Okay, so what we're going to make tonight is, what am I calling this? It's so long, the words. A Post-it note easel calendar. I don't know. And it has a space for a pen. And these are little mini pens to go in there. So the people that I sent packets to, you will not have this extra piece of paper, but I'm going to 100% recommend it, because what we found was with a full Post-it note pack and no paper on the back, they were falling over like this. So we went to a half a pack of Post-it notes, and then today I added this paper, and it makes all the difference. And then I get the little calendars from Tailored Expressions. I think it's a stamp company. I don't know, this is all I buy from them. They're pretty inexpensive. It's the shipping that gets you a little bit. And there might be other companies out there, but it stands up, especially now that I added paper at the back. So the people on my team who, well, everybody on my team, nobody got that extra paper because we only realized that on Friday that they fell over a lot. So I sent out different colors. So different people got different colors. I just did it random. I maybe had it in 3 colors, so I'm going to make it in the 3rd color tonight. The paper and products I used are... The stamp and the die come from the Desert Detail stamp set. I thought this was a fun phrase, let the fun begin. So I did that. And then this long, let me take it out. This long die is kind of cool. It cuts this long piece, and then I cut them in half for us, but it has some texture, and I'll show you what it looks like. So this will be available in the January to April 2023 catalog, Desert Details. The paper, hold on, we can move some of this stuff out of the way. The paper is from, oh, I can't do it. There we go, from Celebration. That will be coming in January and February. And I've already talked about this paper a lot. This is the big pack called Dandy Designs. And it comes with, oh my gosh, I need glasses to see how many. I think it's 48. Yes, 48 pieces of paper. So it's one of those really big paper packs. And it just has really nice springy colors. Okay, so that's the paper. All right, and then I have my measurements here. So if you're feeling, you know, like you want to take a quick, what's going on here? Okay, hold on. There we go. If you, oh, my hair looks kind of weird. I just noticed it's like half up, half down. If you want to take a quick screenshot, we're making this one down here. Calendar Post-it Caddy. Oh, well, that sounds way better than what I was calling it. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called wherever I found it. And then I just adjusted it just a little. But I will post these dimensions in the description on Facebook and YouTube after this video is done. Okay, so you get out your packet, if you got one. If you're on my team, you have a packet. If not, what you did was you cut 2 pieces of cardstock. You cut one to 11 by 4, and then you cut another to 7 by 3.5. Okay, and then we're gonna do a little scoring. To get them in the packet so I could mail them, I pre-scored at 6 3/4, which is one of the numbers. So you want, if you are on my team and you got this packet, or if you join my team, I do have two Crafty Corner Design adhesive caddies and 2, whatever these things are called, packets left. And if you want to join my team, I will happily send you one out in the mail. Okay, so, but you want to put this score line that's already here at 6 3/4. Okay, and let me get my notebook so I don't have to contort myself. All right, so there's a lot of scoring. Long side, we're going to score at 1/2, at 1.5, at 2.5, at 6 3/4, which is already scored. Okay, and that's all for the long one. That's what we did here is we made the little easel base. Your second little piece, the one that is 7 by 3.5, we are going to score the long side at 1/2, 1, 5. Here we go. Now we got one every half. 5.5, 6, and 6.5. Okay, that's going to make our place to put our pin. And then we turn it on the short side, and we score it at 2.5 and 3. All right. Anything else? I think that's all. Okay, so I'm going to take this out of the way. I can put this stuff over to the side. Okay, so let's look at the big piece first, and you can take your bone folder, which I just had here. Oh, here it is. And burnish these. And these are gonna go, I think I just did them the reverse way, but I could do it that way. And then I don't have to redo all of those. It doesn't matter. Either way, so if you look at them, you're gonna make a little tent, and then you can see that this will glue right here. And that will create your easel base. Okay, so you can use glue or tear tape. I'm gonna do a combo of both. I'm normally a glue fan, but for sometimes in the video, it just goes quicker if you use tear tape. But you could use either one. Okay, so you're gonna stick that down. Okay. And then the cool thing is you just fold it over. And if you put glue there, you do exactly the same thing. And you just put it there and squish it down. Put it there and squish it down. And then it stands up like a little teepee, little tent. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and stick some designer series paper on it. So on the side that's gonna be the back, this is the part that I've added in. This card is 3 3/4 by 4. And well, this DSP, you need 3 5/8 by 3 7/8, or 3 1/2 by 3 3/4. But my piece was not quite big enough. That was in my scrap bag, so I just added a strip. So you could totally do that. And then this is gonna go on the back. So I'm gonna make that be the back, the part where the seam is. And I've done it both ways, and this can go on here. And you can use glue or you can use your Stamp and Seal on the back. I'm gonna recommend we use glue when we go on the front. Well, if you use Stamp and Seal Plus or tear tape, that would work too. Okay, so we're gonna get this back. Yeah, when we were building them in the team meeting, I was like, look, I'm not sure what to do. They fall over. And I found several different demos had this set of measurements. So I'm thinking that they just normally only use a half a pack of Post-it notes. And I was like, well, I gave everybody a whole pack because I love Post-it notes. So anyhow. All right, your DSP, you have 2 pieces. We're gonna use the smaller piece to be the top of this. I'm gonna go like with the stars. And you could use either side. It's kind of nice because they're coordinated. And one thing to think about too is you're really not gonna see a lot of it, right? Because your Post-it notes are here, your little greeting goes there. You don't get to see a ton of it, but it's nice to have a little bit of color. I mean, and how can you go wrong with DSP? So this is the one I'm gonna recommend you put on with glue because our little Post-it note box is gonna go at the bottom. And just like I say with any of my tutorials, at any time, don't feel bad if you need to pause, if you need to rewind, fast forward. Look at it as it's like a tool, you know. It doesn't mean if you go slower than me. This is my 3rd one, and there were a couple failed attempts before that, right? So I've made a bunch of these. Okay, so that goes on, and we can set this aside. All right, now here's where we get busy. All right, you've got, you know what, we're gonna burnish all of these. And I say this every time too. I'm never sure if I should cut first or burnish first. And I do both. But what I want you to see is what your parts are gonna be, because that can help you with the assembling of this little project. Okay, so now I burnished them all. So what is gonna happen is this is gonna roll up and hold our pin. And this is gonna just be that little half roll because see then our Post-it notes will go in there and this will go on our easel. So that's where we're headed. But we gotta figure out how to make it a box so it could be strong. So in your one where you have 8 squares, right, we're gonna cut the bottom 6 away. Can I do this with no glasses on? I think I can. It's far enough away from my head. Okay, so we cut the 6 away. They're gone, right there. There's where they went. And then cut your outside one away. Okay, now at the back, you're gonna cut your 2. This always makes me think of Tetris or those little games where you try to build the box. I'm not always very good at those. Okay, cut that one, and then cut the outside square. And then we don't need any of that stuff. And so this is what we get when we're done. Okay, now we need to make this be a flap. And this is the part that I can never decide how it should be a flap. I think I did it wrong last time when we made them in person. You're gonna cut this one little tab, and then you're gonna, I think someone said on one of my videos that it's called mitering. So I don't know for sure, but that's what someone said. when you cut those little notches out. Or maybe the mitering was when I cut across the bottom. I don't know. It really doesn't matter what it's called. You're gonna notch. How about that? We'll notch those. Okay, now we're ready for a little glue or tear tape. So what we're gonna do is on this very last one, you're gonna put your glue or your tear tape. Okay. And then we're gonna peel off the backing. Okay, now we're gonna go gentle and have your little mini pin. I have two different kinds of mini pins I buy. This is a mini RCP. I got fancy because I knew I wanted this for my team gift. I also buy some mini, I think they're Papermate pins. So, you know, and I just usually get them on Amazon. Oh, I have heard sometimes you can get them at the dollar store. And then you're gonna roll this up, or the $1.25 store. I wonder if they're gonna change the name. And then you're gonna get it flat and flush. So the little, let me see if I can get it up there. You're making your perfect little square. And then you're gonna lightly tap it down on both sides. And when you're sure you got it in the right space, because you know you can't really move it, especially with tear tape, you're gonna squish it down. So I'm just using the pin to push that down. Okay. And then we're gonna, oops, tuck that in. On the back here, we're gonna put, just to make it extra strong, just a little bit, I think I'll do tear tape too, of tear tape or glue. Oh, shoot. If you get your little bits of paper stuck in it, you have to take that off. So it's really small, right here at the base. I think this just helps make it stronger. You maybe don't have to do this part, but I like to. I like to, but it's hard to do. Okay. That one could have been bigger, but it's all right. All right, and then we're gonna take that off. Take that off. Okay, I'm gonna stick the pin back in there. Oh, the whole thing came off. Okay, let me do a new piece. I probably didn't squish it down as much as I should have. Okay. So when that happens, you just gotta keep, it's because it has nothing, ooh, let's put the pin in this way. Has nothing to press against. That's where glue can come in a little bit handier because it doesn't, oh my goodness. Ah, I can do it like that. Yeah. So I probably normally do this with glue, but now we're in business. Okay, tuck your tabs in and then try to get that as squared up as you can. Same thing, tab goes in, get your corner square. Good. Okay. And then, oops, sorry, everything's like gets to be so messy. I am a very, you know, well, I'm not a, no, I'm a messy crafter. And then this is gonna go on. Now this one I'm definitely gonna go with my liquid glue because I will have wiggle room. And I love our Tombow. Oh, and I should mention, oh, I should have mentioned that at the beginning. I just saw on the Stampin' Up! Demo website, we're gonna have free shipping on the 15th. Although I don't think they're gonna guarantee things can get there by Christmas. But free shipping. I think that's pretty exciting around holidays. And you know, if it's for yourself, it doesn't have to be for Christmas. If it's for someone else, you can always wrap up an empty box and tell them what they're getting. We might be doing that for just a couple things because they're coming, you know. I don't know, I got a late start. All right, bone folder on the side that it can go in. Go across the bottom. Good. Put your pin or a different pin in and get that side. Oops. I am not flush on the bottom. Can I still move it? Oh, I'm committed. And there is your pocket. I'm committed, although that one's not stuck. Let's hold that. So when you use the liquid glue, you just gotta hold it just about 30 seconds, not super long. And that makes our little pocket. And then because we didn't put this on in advance, I like to use glue because that way I'm not squishing my pocket. But now if you put your well, you would need a whole Post-it note. See, this is a Post-it note halved. If you put them in there and your pen in there, it makes it more stable. Okay. I'm going to put this plaid up on this side. So I'm going to use some more liquid glue. So if you want the simple easel calendar, I do have videos of that, and I might make one next week anyway, because I'm going to be making some of those I'm going to make some on Wednesday to take to the yoga studio to put in our little gifty shop. So, but I'm not going to do these Post-it ones. I'm going to do the regular ones. Okay, and that goes on. Okay, let's put our little You want to have the idea that any decoration you do is very small. You don't have to put any. You could stop right here, and that would be totally cool. Now, of course, my team, when I sent them a packet, I was like, well, they might want words. So I sent the Let the Fun Begin, and this is the little border thing you can cut out with that really cool die. And how did I do that? All I did was this. I cut this down small, and then just attach these two together. You could do glue or your Stampin' Seal here. So if you find, I think something with a circle that sticks up would also be really fun decoration on this. If you're like thinking, how could I make it really cool? Let me show you. So I think having something like this, and then it could, like how it pops up, and it could have your flowers or tacos or whatever you want, or just some fun words. I think that would be a really cool design that you could do something like that. So definitely know that you can get as creative as you want, but it needs to be up high so it doesn't cover up your Post-it notes. And then I'm going to put this on with a couple dimensionals. Alrighty. Okay. I'm going to just put mine right at the top. You could add some bling, you know, whatever you want. And then your calendar. I was going to say your pocket. No, the pocket's already there. Your calendar, and I'm going to do glue on this. You could also make these without calendars and just make it be Post-it note holder for your desk. That would be fun, but it's nice having that calendar too. Okay, you could put it dead center, or I'm going to slide it over so I can see a little bit more of my plaid. If you really wanted to save paper, you could do a strip here and a strip here. It's totally fine. Whoa, however works out for you is just fine. Get down there, little guy. And then give that a second to dry. I'm going to clean this all up. And there you go. So let me look at the time. Yeah, when your paper's ready, that takes about 20 minutes. The first one you make will take about 30 minutes, right? As you get used to it. So you could definitely cut a bunch of these and make them up, and definitely add the paper on the back. If you want to get super fancy, put a second pocket on the back, and then it would hold lots of Post-it notes. For people on my team, I hope that you like your project, and I hope it sits on your desk. Maybe not exactly next to your adhesive holder, but somewhere around there where you can see, and you've got a little calendar to help remind you of what the date is. Yeah. If you have questions, comments, or requests, definitely let me know. If you ever want to know more about joining my Crafty Corner design team, let me know that too. I'm super happy to share the opportunity. We will have a big special in January, but joining now is also super fun. And I do have two of these little packets that I could send out to people. I think that's all. All right, let me press the buttons. Oh, sorry. I pressed too many buttons. I totally disappeared. So thank you so much for joining me on day 6 of Handmade Holidays Week. I know this has nothing particular to do with Christmas, but these make great gifts. What are we doing tomorrow? I'm going to keep tomorrow a surprise. 1, 2, because I think I have 3 things on my list, but I'm only going to do 2 of them. And then Friday, I think I'll do whatever that one is. If we do a video Friday. Friday's my normal video day 2. Well, my optional one. All right. So give me the likes, give me the love, subscribe, hit the follow, do all of the things so that you can get my information when it comes out. I will see you next time. Stay